Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on this morning. Thank you. This is Quick Word Tuesday. I am Pastor Deidre Samuel McLeod. Today is such an awesome and amazing day to be above ground. I thank the Lord for allowing us to see another day. As everyone knows, today is my 19th wedding anniversary. 19 years. As I think about 19 means surrender. That in every relationship, good morning, in every relationship, there is going to be some type of surrendering that you're going to have to do. That whether you're in a relationship, whether you're in a friendship, whether you in your walk with God, thank you so much. There's going to always be some type of surrender. As I was thinking on what to say on today, as I normally do, thinking about celebrating, that I saw that some people were saying that one of my favorite power couples and making reference like that. I want to tell you, I want to just be honest. I want to be real, and I want to encourage somebody today in their marriage. I want to tell you that you can win, that throughout these entire 19 years, I cannot tell you no lie. Yes, there have been some tough times. There have been some days that I've cried. There has been some days that I want to walk away, and I'm sure that he has probably felt the same thing. But I want you to understand that in no relationship that you're in, that every day is just going to be happy, sunshine all the time. There are going to be some things that you're going to have to fight through. And I want you to say to yourself that on this day that my relationship is worth it. You got to know that your relationship is worth it. You cannot spend the rest of your life. You cannot stay with somebody that's not on the same prayer level with you. They don't believe God like how you do. That I'm telling you, and that the moments in our life that was the hardest was the place that we was walking in two separate directions. But when we really came together and decided that we're going to pray together, and I stopped going to God, talking to God about everything that I didn't like about him, I started after a while, God started having to deal with my heart and say, you know what? There might be some things that you don't like about Johnny, but there's some things that Deidre got to work on herself. And so I started reading this book. And I started reading this book called The Power of a Praying Wife. I want to tell somebody that the Bible said that it's best that a man would rather live on the rooftop of a house than stay with a nagging or a quarrelsome woman. And I want you to understand that we can't nag somebody to death because we want them to see it our way, that we're not going to always agree, but we can always agree to disagree. That you got to find a level of prayer. You got to find a level of consistency. You got to find a level of trust within each other. You got to have faith in one another, and you got to keep people outside that's not in your business. You got to keep them out of your business. I had to learn, and I'm telling you, I really had to learn this. I had to find balance because I was so over the top when I first got saved. Oh my God. I wanted to be in church every day of my life. I wanted I don't care what was going on. I didn't care how he felt. I didn't care what my children had going on. I wanted to just go to church. And let me tell you something, that sometimes that church, and hear me good, sometimes church can kill your marriage. You better find some balance. You better find a way to spend time with your marriage and cultivate that thing. You better cultivate it, because I'm telling you right now that if you don't, yes, sir, somebody else will. Don't be so heavenly bound that you ain't no earthly good. You better start spending time with your spouse. You better start making time. You better learn how to have communication together. You got to learn how to have walks in the park. You got to learn how to do some things together, because I'm telling you right now that's the only way that your relationship going to win. We was not always a power couple. Let me tell you something. I wanted to fight that joker, and I know that he wanted to invite me. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, we found that how much we loved each other, and we found that it was worth it. I can't tell you that all 19 years, and we dated for 2, that it was such marital bliss. I can't tell you that lie. But I can tell you, once we found peace, once we found God, and we kept God in the forerun of our marriage, and once we kept people out of our business, and let me tell you something, that's when we really started being each other back and supporting one another. I tell you right now that today that we celebrate 19 years of marriage. I can remember the day that we stood at that altar before family, before friends, and we had a huge wedding party. I think I had 21 bridesmaids and he had 21 groomsmen. But let me tell you something. From that day, May 12th, 2001 to May 12th, 2020, we have overcome a lot. We have overcome a lot, from sickness, from financially struggling, from trying to overcome friends, trying to overcome past relationships, past hurts, past pains, trying to fight through generational curses. I'm telling you. But in the end, the McLeods win. We win. And we could not have been here without the help of God. So I want to encourage somebody, because I know that today somebody's saying that I can't celebrate that I'm unhappy, that it's been a struggle, I'm ready to walk away. I want to encourage somebody that this was some things that we had to do. I wrote down the things that I liked about him. I wrote about some things that I loved about him. And I wrote about some things that I hated about him. And he did the same thing for me. And our list was not that long for things that we didn't like and things that we just flat out hated about each other. That I love, and the Bible said that love covers a multitude of sin. That in the end, love wins. Absolutely divine destiny, weeping to winning. We cried a lot. We fought through a lot. But I came to tell you, 19 years later, it was worth fighting for. It was worth fighting for. Don't listen at the noise of people on the outside, because people on the outside will always tell you, if that was me, I would do this, and I wouldn't take that, and they would say all kind of stuff. But let me tell you something, that the main people that are giving you advice, they're taking a whole lot more than they letting you know that they're taking, and they going home and they crying behind closed doors. So don't ever make a decision that you're going to have to live with based upon somebody else's opinion. Base what you do and what you live by, and what you take off of what you know that you'll be able to deal with in the morning. Because let me tell you something, you might be emotional, and let me tell you something, that when things happen, that sometimes you respond emotionally. Don't ever make a decision when you're not emotionally stable, because the Bible even tell you to stable yourself, to have stable emotions, because when you're not stable, you will make a decision and you will do things based upon on how you're feeling right now, and not what you would want to be able to handle different on tomorrow. And let me tell you something, that there were a lot of things that I said and that I've done that in the heat of being upset didn't turn out right. And so let me tell you something. Guard your words. Use your words carefully. Use your words carefully in the heat of the moment. Speak over your relationships, whether it's with your marriage, whether it's with your fiance, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Speak power into your relationship. Don't allow nobody else to speak negativity. That's why every day on Daughters of Zion, I post on my page, I give declarations and I say, declare with me, because I want you to know that you have to declare a thing. It does not matter what somebody else is saying. You have to declare a thing, because let me tell you something. Things won't live and they won't die based upon what my mouth says. Things will live according to what you're speaking. Things will die according to what you're speaking. But if you don't have the power to declare and to decree out of your own mouth, and you just going along saying, amen, I agree. Let me tell you something. That won't work, because you got to open your mouth and you got to declare a thing. You got to decree a thing, and it shall be established upon the earth. I'm telling you, 19 years. We're celebrating. I'm going to get back in because I'm preparing my king, the breakfast that he loves, all day long. We're celebrating each other and doing things that we like for one another. Reminding ourselves of why we said I do on May 12th, 2001. Yeah, because we celebrating 19 years today. But I want to be able to see 19 more and then some. God is good. God is amazing. And it does not matter what nobody else think, what nobody else says, as long as you are happy. The Bible said that the joy of the Lord is our strength. Don't let nobody else take the strength that you have. Let me tell you something that the old mothers used to say. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Don't allow somebody to steal what God has allowed you and your spouse to build. Build together. Continue to build together. You see, marriage counseling, hey, we've overcome enough to be able to be a blessing to somebody else. And if people can be real about it, people don't want to be real. People want to be fake and phony and try to pretend. But I'm telling you, yeah, we deserve the title power couple because we have been through some stuff. But at the end of the day, we love each other. And what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. This is Quick Word Tuesday. Share this with somebody that's struggling in a relationship, that's wondering, should I or shouldn't I? Because I'm telling you, I remember a long time ago, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. I remember a long time ago, I used to take piano lessons. And every year, my recital piece was Love Me. The song that He Loves Me. I can't think of the words right now. But I know that He loves me, yes, and or maybe so, or something like that. That's how the song went. And right now, that if you know that you love your spouse, if you love your fiance, because love can conquer anything. I'm not talking about lust. I'm not talking about you staying with somebody and they're abusing you, because that's not love. The Bible said that love is patient, love is kind, love is long-suffering, love is gentle, love is meek. Let me tell you something. That when you have found this, hang in there. Only you can answer, it's worth it. But no, it's not Jesus love me. This I know. I'm gonna think of it and I'm gonna post it. But it's about love me, yes or no. I'll find it. I'll find it because it was so long ago. I was a kid. I was running from piano lessons that my mom was trying to make me play. But only you can answer that. Only you can answer that. And only you can know that it's worth it and whether it's time to walk away. So I pray that this has been a blessing to you. I wanted to be a little transparent today, because people will put on a facade and make you think something that it's not. I don't put on no show. This is real as you can get right here. This is me all day, every day. I am who I am. I ain't trying to fit in and trying to perpetrate for nobody. This is me. I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. And I want you to know that you can too. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. This is a holiday. This is May 12th, 2020. This is a holiday. This is the McLeod's anniversary. Turn up along with us because we're going to have an amazing day all day long. I pray that you all have a blessed and wonderful day. Join us again Friday morning for prayer. Join us on tonight at 6 p.m. I'm not teaching Bible study, but one of my closest friends, co-pastor McLeod, she's going to be teaching. I know that she's going to do an amazing job. I'm still going to be celebrating. Handling my first ministry. I pray that you have enjoyed this Quick Word Tuesday. Share it. Tag somebody else in it. If you're looking for a church home, if you're looking for a place to be, I'm telling you, join us on Sunday mornings. We start in at 7:30 for intercessory prayer. Service starts at 8. We're right there at the Hampton Inn, 203 East Carolina Avenue. I'm telling you, we're going in. That God has done something amazing for us, and we want to share it with the entire world.